Yo, what's up guys, it's me 𝙎𝙐𝙾𝙆 here, back again with another video. In this video I'm gonna be helping you guys out how you guys can improve your Fortnite thumbnails and make them look more attractive. Okay, so just for the sake to show you guys how you guys can match the background and as well as improve the quality of your renders, I'm just gonna take a good render from my renders pack and put it on a background and show you guys how it looks like and how you guys can match the render perfectly with the background. Okay, so as you guys can see, already the render is perfectly matching up with the background, but the render isn't that crisp enough and it just needs some smoothing. So we're gonna be doing that first, and then we're gonna be fixing the background glow a little. But till now I have picked almost the best render because the red over here matches the red with the back and the golden obviously matches the text. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate this text a little. Okay, so yeah, that fits in a lot better. And now I'm going to just position the render a little better so it fits the background. I've decided to put the render here, and I'm going to take this text and I'm going to drag it a bit here so it's visible. And yeah, this is basically the perfect position. So after this, I'm basically just gonna mess around with camera, but there are gonna be some key things which you're gonna be keeping same for each render. So the first thing you guys can see is that the render is a little blurry, which does happen, but it's really easy to fix up, especially in placement thumbnails. Learn from what I'm doing here. You guys can apply it on your own renders. If it looks nice, you guys can use it. I'm gonna be using this a little because red is more over to the lighter side and it doesn't match any of these colors. So I'm gonna use a little bit of temperature -2 and a little bit of tint, more on the purple side, as well as mostly blue works really good with black, so that can match the vibe a lot better. I'm gonna increase the texture a little, as well as I'm gonna zoom out to see. I will have to decrease the highlight a little, and then I'm gonna increase the vibrance, of course. Then I'm gonna increase the clarity a little bit, and especially dehaze. Dehaze is gonna affect this render a lot because the background is dark, as well as the main color, it's red. The red is dark as well, and so we will have to keep the render dark as well. But this cup needs to glow, so we'll have to keep that in mind as well. After that, usually people just stop here as the render looks crisp, but I myself really like sharpening up the renders as it looks much better to me, and it's just more pick. As you guys can see, the render is now very crisp, and it's a little separated from the background, which I personally like a lot, as it's not blending in too much, especially these red straps. They looked really weird before, but now they look absolutely crisp and perfect. And the few things I like to do is basically, I have this highlight layer here, of course, but what I like to do is just add another layer. I'm gonna grab a light brush, decrease the brightness a little, obviously how much ever you guys like. I'm gonna use this, and I'm just gonna outline where the red is coming from, so basically here. After that, I'm gonna do the same but on top. I'm gonna decrease the opacity a little. So yeah, there you guys have it. This is mostly how I match my renders in placement thumbnails, but now we're gonna talk about the normal Fortnite thumbnails. Okay, so here I have a pre-made thumbnail. This was the render before, and now we're gonna try to match one of the renders from my pack and basically make it look usable. So the render. We're gonna see what are our main objects we have to match. The main objects we have to match is the blue sky behind, which will be really easy, as well as the glow behind. So I'm gonna open camera. The main key to matching your renders is, like for Fortnite thumbnails mostly, is the camera raw. The camera raw can do 80% of your work, and the rest can be done by color matching. So the background is mostly blue, so I'm gonna add a bit of blue here, like I think 6% would do. Then I can increase the shadow, and white. Then I can increase the vibrance, textures, clarity, not a lot of contrast here. Then I can increase the highlight as well as the dehaze, and color mixing. Let's see what we can do here. We can maybe change the orange to a bit of yellow. Yeah, we can do that. Then a bit of blue. I'm not gonna mess around with the blue, but you guys can if you guys are looking for something unique. And here I'm gonna just adjust the shadows a little bit on the orange side, just a little. And then finally, personal opinion, I just like to add a little bit of sharpening. It just gives it the extra bit of texture I always need. And we're gonna press OK, and that looks fabulous. If I just increase the size of this render a little. The final stuff I like to do, you guys can add a stroke on your thumbnail as well, if you know, but like I usually don't do that. People do that, and I know what they're doing, as it looks really good. Sometimes it does, but I really don't like that personally. So what I do is, I usually end up adding a short amount of bevel on top, just to give it that edgy feel, the edgy feel that a stroke has, but also the smoothness of the render. And you guys can basically mess around however you want, as this is based on how creative you can get. But there are some things you guys have to keep in mind, like how you guys are gonna place stuff. So I have decided to place the background as overlay, so I'm gonna decrease the opacity a little, as well as I'm gonna increase the size just a little, and decrease the opacity. So just to give it that main objective look, that this is the main object you guys are going to focus on. Obviously that depends on a lot of things which I've already done in the thumbnail, as the background is blurred. The final thing which we guys have to do is match this background yellow glow to the render. And yeah, there you guys have it. That's how I matched the render to look so beautiful with the background. So yeah guys, that was the video. I hope you guys learned something new and found the video helpful. I would advise you guys to visit my store on PayHib, where you guys can buy the renders pack I used in the video, which has 12 high quality renders. If you guys do buy my renders pack, you guys can get a 50% off code on my Fortnite placement thumbnails pack, and you guys can get it for $5. I have also decided to put up the thumbnail I made in this video on PayHib for just $5. It also includes my color correction, which can make a lot of difference. You guys see it on the screen. And yeah, if you guys need any help, feel free to contact me on Twitter as well as on Discord. I'll be leaving both of them down in the description below. And make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.